Hey guys, think we're rolling. Happy weekend and all that. Hope you've been having a good one. As you can hear, I'm sounding very husky, which always happens when I go out having far too much fun. So yeah, Friday I was out having a laugh, and Saturday went out and watched the football. Anyway, yeah, let's just crack on with it. So I hope you're all having fun. Yeah, weekly close. So this week wasn't too bad actually. We made a bit of money this week, so just shy of 1% there. Which is quite positive because it means for the second half of 2016 we have now gone into positive territory, which is pretty wicked. Quite happy about that. Want to obviously keep expanding on that. So yeah, 0.77% up since in the second half of 2016. Pretty good going. My monitor's flashing there for some reason. Yeah, so 3 trades closed across the week. So one was this NZD CAD one. Which actually I won't click on that, I've got it open here, where I lost a whole percent on it, which wasn't too much fun. So I was doing this like kind of support resistance trade essentially. Sorry, I know I'm hopping about here, I just wanted to set that back. So I was doing this support and resistance trade and it went out and hit my stop. So as you can see here, my stop was here, and it's clipped it just at this level here. Now, the really annoying thing is, oh, my voice is in trouble, isn't it? The really annoying thing is that if we go and look at, what was it, NZD CAD? Nope. Oh, there it is. Let's let that switch over. You will see, I'll bang it on the weekly again, you'll see that it is spiking again. So it looks like I might have just been the unluckiest, well, not unlucky, but I think I probably got spiked out here. That's the game though, right? I thought I had a wide enough stop. Obviously I didn't, so maybe my execution was poor, but I'll take that for now anyway. What you're going to do, so that was quite a sizable lot. Well, it's a 1% loss, which is my maximum I can lose on. I want to lose on a trade, basically. So a bit disappointing, but we'll live with it. So that was the loss. Now, on the more positive note, we've got GBP Aussie and GBP NZD. I'm going to talk about GBP Kiwi first, which was just a fairly straightforward play, really. This was actually suggested by my mentor from my trading group. But anyway, yeah, it was. We got long here and went out. It was actually a limit trade, so we actually set a target, if you like. So that was quite good. 230 odd pips there, made us a little bit of money. Yeah, so that was nearly 1% made there, which helps offset the other loser. And then GBP Aussie, as I said, so this has been quite an interesting trade because this is the one where I actually screwed up the execution on the trade when we're going short. So if I just bring this up here, I tried to go short with 3 lots. So I think it was, well, lots. If you use the US way of doing it, it's lots. So I tried to go short with 3 lots. Due to my account going a bit funny, I'd only got in 1, and then I kind of opened up here with another short here to put the rest of the position size on. So yeah, it was a bit of bumpy execution, but what I've actually done here is I've taken off the second positions to realise some profit. So I've actually got £53, I think it was, on that. So what I saw on here was, you see there's a support line and along here, and there's been support here. It's bounced here. You've then got this head and shoulders pattern thing going on. So at the time I thought it was, even though I usually trail stops, I thought this might be a good time to realise some profit. So I took off, so it's the first position here down to here. So I got 474 pips out of that, which equated to about 50 quid, yeah, £55. Now I've still got trade 1 open. So there will be some more profit because I've got it locked in. I'll show you that in a minute. But what I've also got is a new position, which is going long, actually, for the same reasons I got out there, which isn't going amazingly well. But anyway, that was it for the kind of close. So hopefully moving in the right direction. I've got some floating profits still going on there, so there is some money out there. Although obviously until it's locked in, it's all about risk management, which brings us on to like looking forward. So this weekly insight. So again, I did a review of all my trades which are open. I do a risk review. These ones are a little bit less than 0% risk, as in there's money locked in. But I just thought for the maths of it, I'd leave it like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 5 trades open which have got 0.5%. So hopefully my maths are right, and that's just about 2%, which is totally cool. Do I go through these? Yeah, let's have a look at these. So let's first of all have a look at this GBP Aussie one, because I was just talking about that. So if we go to GBP Aussie, what you'll find is that I've actually got one position on long and one position on short, which might sound like complete craziness, but yeah, I said there are reasons for it. So as you can see here, we've got this short position here, currently 615 pips up. So I went short the market here, and that's going along there. Actually, it's better on an 8 hour because it was an 8 hour trade, so that makes it easier. Makes it easier to look at. So yeah, we shorted about here. We're just following it down, and I've got my stop here with what have I got? 28 quid locked in there, so that's fine. And then, as I said, at the same time, I went long at the same time here when I took the money off the table. So I won't go into the reasons because it's the exact opposite reasons of what we did before. So there's a long there, and you can see here I'm now minus 115 pips down on that one. So I still think the trade's valid. I'm hoping it's turning around. We're starting to see a slight loss of momentum, but not as much as I'd hope. So I kind of traded a bit differently to how I normally do here. Time will tell whether that's going to pay off. What I have got is another order here, so if it does turn around, we'll be stopped out of the one that's short, and then we'll add a position to the one that's long. So yeah, I should say with this is that my long position on this is the smallest you can go, so it's really quite a small trade. So actually it's the second smallest. I think it's 2 lots or 12p a pip or something. Anyway, yeah, again, risk management there is all in hand. Obviously, when I see this and it's fallen down here, I'm kind of a bit like, well, I shouldn't have taken the money off the table. But that was a decision I made at that point, and I'll live with that. I'm happy enough with that. What else have we got here to talk about? Aussie, New Zealand. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. Aussie dollar, New Zealand. This sucker's just running, basically, running quite nicely. So we got in, where do we go? Long in there. About this area here with a little green arrow there, and then it's going up nicely, so I'll just be trying to lock some profit in on that one if I can. So that's going okay. I'll come back to silver a bit. CAD Jappy, yeah, I've written CAD Jappy, evil trade, relying on hope now. Yeah, so my entry requirements for this CAD Jappy trade weren't the best. I got clipped in here. Then it just fell through the floor, and now it's knobbing about. Now I do think there's a change in momentum to go long. We have got support here, so only time will tell if that's gonna carry on. But I'm not loving it, and I could have also got out. You know, I thought about getting out around here. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, and you'll probably see me crying next week because that's what's happening. Euro GBP. Where is it? I'm blind. You can probably see it. How are we doing time-wise? 8 minutes. Okay, let's try and keep it fairly short. Okay, so 1 day chart here on the left. Yeah, so similar reasons for the Aussie GBP. I've got momentum divergence here on the daily, so we're running out of momentum. I'd seen this potential shoulder setting up, so I put a small position on when we were about there 1 day back. Come on, help me out. So here was where we shorted. I think that's coming up right on the screen. Yeah, and I've got to stop quite high here. So again, a small position. I'm hoping that this will provide, this will roll over. It certainly looks like it could. It's done this beautiful rally here for us, which we didn't want. And then if it does roll over, I've got another order here which will kick in, and then off we go to the races. Hopefully, if not, I am going to lose 0.5%. So there we go. Yeah, interesting. I'm mainly trading like 0.5% at the moment with the risk. I rarely go up to 1%, which is well, I always start off small anyway. I usually keep it down to about 0.5%, which is annoying with the CAD Jappy one that was a whole percent, because it's obviously that kicks me a bit harder because they're not all 1%. Anyway, we won't moan about that because we're lucky to be alive, right? GBP, Aussie. Oh yeah, we talked about that. So the only other thing I'm really I've got open is XAG. So silver. Do I mean XAG? I do. Yeah, silver. So on a daily here, I think it was an 8-hour chart. Is a little bit better. It's a bit choppy, to be honest. It's yeah. So the entry was reasonable, but it's not. You know, it looks like it's now going to go short again. So I've got my stop here. We're long, so we've locked in. I don't know what we've locked in. £11 there. So when I've got that £11, I'll probably retire and just go and live on a beach. Really, I mean, £11 is all I need. Yeah, so that's locked in. So it might continue on up. I mean, obviously, long term, I think silver's got plenty of bullish potential in the kind of medium term. Short term, I don't know. I think it could fall. It could go long. So I'm just literally trading it technically at the moment. As I've mentioned before, I've got silver in my ISAs, and I do kind of monitor that quite aggressively because I put a reasonable side investment trade on here as well. Anyway, yeah, that's all going pretty well. So that's all that stuff. A whole bunch of news events coming up. German unemployment might affect the euro. As you know, I don't particularly stare at these. I just wait to see if it's going to kick me around too much. That's fine. Trade-wise, I've got Aussie USD short. What does that look like? Let's have a look here. Aussie USD short. Aussie USD short. So yeah, okay. This looks quite nice. I could have already gone short actually. It's kind of a channel support resistance trade. Looks like it's rolling over. I'm considering getting a position on. If I do, I'll probably do something like I don't know, put my stop like kind of there, probably something like that, and then maybe set a target down to these lows here. In fact, I quite like that as a trade. I think I probably will take that. So I might split it in two, put a small position on at market, then another one with an order. Maybe we'll see how the numbers, because obviously you need decent risk reward. But I think that might be worth a trade taking because I can probably get away with, what's that, 100 to... that's not great. I'll have a think about it. Maybe I can get a stop here so I get something like 70 pip stop to 150 reward. I'll have a think. It does have the potential to go lower, of course. So I mean, I don't know how much you guys use this sort of thing, if at all. If anyone's still listening to me. Which one is it? It's this sucker here, right? So you kind of, the idea being that you can predict where you think your next levels might be. So you can't do this sort of thing. So I mean, using a similar pullback, you could be looking at a target down here with this 100 here, although you'd probably put it somewhere like that to to get that zero line. So I actually quite like that as a trade. I will probably take that actually. Now I've looked at it again with you guys. So that's short. What I do need to consider, which I will do when I'm doing all this, is I'll be considering what else I've got open with Aussie dollar. So which way am I weighted with Aussie at the moment? Because that's important, because you don't want to have too much riding on one thing. So I'm just looking at my... I'll bring this over for you here. So I have got Aussie wise, I've got that position on, which is buying. So I'm selling Aussie there, and I'm buying it there, and I'm buying it there. So I'm already quite bought Aussie. So what would this be? This would be, yeah, you see, this would be selling it. So that, yeah, I could handle actually. You just don't want to be too far one way on a currency, because then obviously if it goes the other way, you're in shtuck. It's effectively making your risk bigger than it should be, or bigger than you want it to be. So yeah, that's in there. What else? Euro, Aussie dollar, Euro, Aussie. Where are we? What have I got here? Yeah, it's just you've got this kind of channel, and it's looking like it might go long. Yeah, I'll consider that. Again, one thing I have noticed, I mentioned this in the past, is that I don't particularly love getting trades in on a Sunday evening. It's all right putting some orders in, like as in, orders to execute at limit, but not market orders. I usually like to let it kind of Monday get alive again, get them readjusting. So what we really need are 24/7 markets, because then you're all happy, aren't you? Yeah, these other ones, I'm not going to go into these because these were weaker ones, which is why they're at the bottom. So anyway, try and get off now. God, I'm 15 minutes, so I don't know if anyone actually makes it to the end here. I hope you do. I hope you found it some helpful. Basically, had a reasonable week last week. Let's hope it continues this week. And yeah, let's just crack on at that. If anyone wants to have a comment or ask me anything, just throw it on the Facebook group. I'll do that. There's also video, you've probably seen them, there's some book review videos going on, not so much relating to the trading, more relating to the to my entrepreneurship type stuff. So yeah, look out for those. Love to hear from you. Hope you're all having a great weekend. It's obviously Sunday night now, so we'll get ready to crush it next week. Have fun, see you later, and live the dream.